Huh. I wish I'm John Wick. I could just jump off very tall buildings and nothing would happen. I'd just stay alive. This is a reaction to Honest Trailer's John Wick Chapter 4. I am Jeffy, I'm back, and here we go. Editing Jeffy here. I apologize for the mess in the background. That's because I'm moving. Please bear with me on this one.
In a world where every franchise has at least one dud,
Never leave the cave without him.
John Wick will once again pull off the
That's true.
impossible in an excellent fourth film. So if it wasn't clear by now, we're never gonna let this franchise stop.
Have you given any thought to
Yeah, Chapter
where
5.
this ends?
Nope, Keanu's gonna be 80 and we'll watch him snap necks in a tactical diaper. John Wick,
Okay.
Chapter 4.
Tactical diaper it
Chapter
is.
3 ended with John growling the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, pick up exactly where he left off.
Yeah.
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 For another wall-to-wall banger of an action film that's once again
I loved
about
it.
trying to
I loved
leave
that
the
movie.
assassin world because he clicked I agree without reading the terms and conditions.
Yeah, technically.
In a thrill ride that runs for just 2 hours and 49 minutes. Because if your wig goes hard for a full 3 hours, you have to seek medical attention. Also, everyone's wearing a vibranium suit this time, so it takes 10 shots
Wakanda
to kill a
forever.
single goon. John Wick is back, and with every assassin on his tail, he can travel from New York to Osaka to Berlin to
I've noticed that none of these assassins, despite there being so many assassins, none of them had the thought to stop or to run away after seeing all of their friends die right in front of them. Oh, I can take him on, I guess, you know, even though he has killed countless numbers of people like me. That's what they do with movies. Magic.
Paris without incident. But once he's teleported to his next fighting game stage, ooh boy, look the f*** out. He's determined to let anything except his words do the talking.
Yeah, he's a man of
because he's got
few
CTE
words,
so bad,
more action.
He can't string together a full sentence.
To be honest, it's a bit better. That's pretty cool. Not bad. Oh yeah, yeah.
As this human throw pillow takes an endless stream of physical punishment and personal criticism.
My father is dead because of you.
Yeah.
Because of you, I had to kneel
He can take
in
it.
front of the
He can
man
take
who
it.
murdered my father.
But I didn't kill Koji. You did, John.
Just because of his never-ending quest to kill everyone on planet
That was a
Earth.
cool scene.
No one,
Not gonna lie,
not
that
even you,
was a good
killed
fucking scene.
everyone.
Counterpoint? Yes, he clearly can. Watch John set his sights on the marquee, yet another overmatched European fancy boy, who you just know is evil because he hangs out
course.
next to a scale model of a city, and only villains get to do that.
Yeah.
John will also cross paths with his old friend Kane, and continue running
He's
up
pretty
the
cool.
scoreboard against the hearing and visually impaired. Donnie
Yeah.
then shines in another blind role, because it would be straight up unfair to let him fight if he could actually see.
Wouldn't be fair for anyone, would it?
They'll tangle with the Tracker, a guy who's hunting John because he's too broke to upgrade his phone. Watch in dismay as he spends the film sniping from the edge of the map like a f***ing camper.
Yep. Exactly like in Call of Duty.
Plus thrill at the return of Ian McShane's Winston, and recoil at the debut of Ian McShane's Winston's new bleach teeth.
Oh.
Whoa!
Well, I didn't
Here's
notice
where the
that until
tanning
now.
bed. One of them's gotta
There was
go.
something off about it, yeah.
Forget the characters. This is all about the action. And man, do they deliver.
They do.
Featuring some
Pretty
good
cool.
old-fashioned horseplay.
Pretty cool
One
opening.
that's just like my Japanese animes. The one that confirms they turned off car damage.
Yeah. And falls as well. You can fall as many times as you can, but you can never get
The
hurt.
one where they're just playing
Because you're John
Hotline
Wick
Miami.
in plot armor.
The one where the stunt guys get to really earn their paycheck.
That's pretty cool. I mean, they actually did that.
And the
So,
one where they all sit down to
props
play
to
the
them.
assassin version of Magic the Gathering.
Blades. Pistols.
Don't you guys have to, like, tap land first or something? Sorry, it's always looked way too boring to learn. After killing roughly 10,000 goons over the last 3 films, watch John start to take his toll on the global assassin industry, forcing them to inflate the wages,
The lottery just went up.
hire poorly trained, inexperienced scabs, and churn out wave after wave of trainees with a maybe 5% shot at getting through their first shift alive, to the point where they're so desperate for new hires, they have to advertise on FM radio.
This golden hit goes out to you, Mr. Wick. Come on now, people.
And nobody ever thinks this guy is that dangerous.
Warriors ripoff at checkout to receive 20% off your next funeral. So return to the relentless franchise that's got that dog in it. Because now that you've seen John Wick avenge a dog, adopt a dog, and team up with a dog, enjoy this new spin where he fights a dog.
Yeah, something
then he
different, you
friends
know.
a dog.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, they killed his dog. Damn dog. R.I.P. to
Oh
a real
man,
one.
too soon.
Starring
Too soon.
Ted Theodore Shogun, Winston Checks Out, Larry the Table Guy, another Skarsgård.
You're in your element, Donnie.
It has indeed been an honor, my friend.
Now, fellas, I want a clean duel. I've got a lot of money riding on this.
The Notebook.
Get over here.
And have a pleasant stay. South American Ninja Warrior, The Atkins Diet.
Oh yeah, that was called Atkins.
Stairs.
Stairs. Lots and lots of stairs. There was a lot of stairs in this movie. But come on, they were pretty cool. There were some pretty cool spectacular scenes in this movie. Yeah. Yeah. So many stairs.
Stairs.
John Wick, Chapter 4, Parabellum 2.
What? Oh, makes sense. Oh yeah, everyone's still dancing.
You know, you may think it's weird so many
weird,
people are still dancing.
That was a bit
this
weird.
is actually the least disturbing thing that happens in a German nightclub. Hey, Screen Junkies, we gathered
Good to know.
experts in law, psychology, and firearms to analyze how John Wick would fare in the real world.
There's not anything in the law right now about an extra penalty for death by library book.
Click the box on the right to watch now.
That's pretty cool.
I refuse to read these requests if you don't say please. My voice is how it feels to chew 5 gum. Rock, paper, scissors, grenade launcher. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare thumb.
a thumb war.
I always win on those. So this honest trailer was pretty good. I agree with a lot of points that Epic Voice Guy has said, even though it was written by other people. I agree that some stunts that happen in this film, for example, when John Wick falls from the tallest buildings, and he just survives. That is a bit far-fetched, but didn't take me away from the experience of the movie as much as it does in a Fast and Furious franchise, for example. For this one, I particularly enjoyed it, and here's why. When I first started the journey with John Wick, the first movie, after his dog had died and after his wife had died, I pretty much saw the story as very grounded, very surreal, and at the same time a bit weird, but pretty interesting. But after that particular home invasion, when the police came over and they just dismissed the fact that there were bodies lying around the house.
Evening, John.
Evening, Jimmy. Noise complaint.
Noise complaint. You, working again?
No, just sorting some stuff out.
Oh, well. I'll leave you be then. Good night, John.
Good night, Jimmy.
In my mind, that I immediately assume that that's probably some other universe where they can do that. And this was explored even further in this movie, in the last one. even though they've explored it in the second and the third one. But in this one, they really, really blew it out of proportion, in a good sense. I really enjoyed the cinematography of this movie. It was such a splendid surprise for me. I was not expecting this sheer spectacle that I got. When I went to see it, I had low expectations. I thought that this was going to be, you know, a stretched out movie that it was getting a bit long.
That's what she said.
Then when I saw this one, I was shocked by how great the effects were, especially the practical effects in this movie. The fight sequences felt so real, so unique to any other movie I've seen. No, I think maybe it does pay homage to some movies like The Crouching Tiger, for example. Also maybe Ip Man, but I have to admit, some scenes were a bit ridiculous, but that did not take me out of the experience at all. I was immersed, I enjoyed myself, I had a great time, I had the best time. One in particular, the dance club scene in Germany. Scott Adkins, John Wick, they're fighting, and around them there are a bunch of people dancing. I kind of assumed that that was because they were drugged.
Yeah, how could someone have drugged all of us?
As most of these German nightclubs tends to be. But maybe this was to invoke imagery of control. Once Scott Atkins' character died, fell down and broke his neck.
Oh, snap!
That is when they all started running and panicking. That's what I noticed, or I took away from this film, that they kind of had to dance, or maybe showing their gratitude towards him or something, maybe since he's like a kingpin there, right? Not making references to the Kingpin here, but kind of looked like the Kingpin a bit. And maybe Penguin. A bit of Penguin elements there.
Take it easy, sweetheart. You looking for me?
One could underestimate him on first glance, which happened to me at first, because I didn't notice I didn't realize it was Scott Adkins. I was surprised by how good he was and how he nearly beat John Wick immediately. I was shocked.
Really? So, you're into ballet?
I enjoyed the movie. It was pretty fun. It was a fun ride for me from beginning to end. Some camera movements are so good. You see there's panning. There's this shot where it goes like an overhead shot of the entire room where John Wick is fighting with a dragon breath gun. He's fighting, he's shooting different, the different assassins who are coming after him. But there was one thing that didn't make sense to me. Just one thing that didn't make sense to me. How there are so many assassins just going straight to their deaths, knowing that he's John Wick and he's just killed a bunch of their friends, but they just keep coming at him, and waiting for him and just keep coming at him. And if I was one of them, I would bail. I'll be like, nope. No, thank you. He's good. I can tell. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Good luck with that. I'm gonna bail. I guess maybe they were high as well. That's maybe their defense. I don't know. Check out one of these videos. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below on your thoughts, and see you in the next video. Adios.